Hey guys, it's Commodore Sam coming to you again from Lower Alabama, LA. Today what I've got for you for this Father's Day 2025 is a look at what I consider the father of the Commodore. And this might be a little bit because it was the first Commodore that I had. But if you think about the names, you had the Kim 1, which was a Commodore. That of course was the mother, if you will, female name. Excuse me if I place gender on names. Then, of course, we have the pet. Okay, that was a pet. So now, finally, us fathers get our due with the Vic, right? And I know the Vic didn't stand for a person or a name, but a Vic is a manly name, right? So anyway, for Father's Day, we got a Commodore Vic-20. Now, I said the Commodore Vic-20 is the father to me, but it's personally the father to me because it was my first Commodore computer. When I was 13, I traded my Honda Trail 70 dirt bike for a Commodore Vic-20. Horrible trade from a value standpoint of dollars, but a value to my life was a great trade. That's when I basically started my IT career that I still do today. But more importantly, it ignited a passion for retro computers, and so and that lives today as well. So anyway, when I bought this, I bought it on eBay quite a while ago. And when I bought it, the pictures were fuzzy. It was an awful description. I didn't know what it was from a look standpoint, and from an age standpoint, couldn't tell from the pictures. They were bad pictures. Anyway, I got it to gut and use the case because I didn't want to mess up a good Vic-20. Wanted to put a BMC 64 in it. But anyway, the main thing is I got this, and it was just beautiful. It was rare, and so it has the pet keys, which we'll talk about. But it just wasn't what I thought I was buying. It was so much more. So anyway, just wanted to show you this on this Father's Day 2025, and just so let's get this over on the desk and explore it. Okay, guys. Here we are on the bench, and here is this beautiful Commodore Vic-20. Now, we're not going to open. I will at the end, of course, plug it up and so that there will be a screen for someone to look at. But really, what I want to do is explore the physical nature of this and make this a very short video for this Father's Day. Don't want to spend all my time recording stuff on Father's Day. Anyway, so what I have here is a very early model Vic-20, like I said. It has the pet style keys, and if you know anything about that, that was basically the first keyboard style that they came with. Very blocky letters, very clunky. By the way, from a sound quality standpoint, if you hear bangs and stuff, I do have a mic sitting on the table rather than a lapel mic. But I did switch chairs from the last time, so sorry about any extra noise you get. But basically, it has the pet style keys. It's a very if you've ever used one, obviously it has a very unique feel to it, a very unique sound. Very there's a few other computers that kind of have that sound, but anyway, it's just a very unique keyboard. And of course it has very dark printing on the side of the keys, very bold printing on the side of the keys. Hopefully you can see that. Very unique pet font, as far as the fonts on the keys. Then it has of course the normal Vic-20 ports, the long cartridge port. All Vic-20s have the 5-pin video ports. Has a normal IEC port. In some cases, I think it even works faster than the 64. But then, of course, the same standard cassette port and user port edge connectors that you find on a Commodore 64 or any of the newer VICs. I say newer VICs again because this is an older one. First of all, it has the, hopefully that camera's in focus, it has the 2-pin power connector. So it's a 9-volt 2-pin power connector, and that of course gets broken into the proper voltages on the inside, 5 and 5 volts for all the chips. And also on a VIC, that it only has one joystick port. Today people are putting adapters on Commodore 64s and other computers to get 4, right? Vic-20 only had 1. But here's the I said this was an early model, and some people would probably question it being an early model because it has what looks to be a high serial number. Well, there's a lot of other people on the internet. Commodore History did one really well on the VIC, but basically the serial numbers are not sequential in perfect order between stages of development. The Vic-20 started back over in Japan. And Japan actually made these first ones. It was the Vic-1001, and so those first ones that came over had a 500,000 serial number. No letter in front of it or anything like that, but a 500,000 serial number. So this one is possibly the 1679th one that was made for the USA market. And how do you know that it was made for the USA market? Well, it has the traditional Vic-20 gold badge. And so instead of the 1001 badge like they had over in Japan. So this is, I believe, all of those serial numbers started with 500,000. And so this, again, is possibly it's 5001 679. So a very early model. And so, of course, no ports on anything else, right? So that's physically what it looks like on the outside. Let's pop this open real quick and look on the inside and see what we've got here. Well, let me get the right size screwdriver to get these screws out. Now, when you look at the inside here, you'll notice some differences as well. The Vic-20s, it had several different boards on the inside. The early models are definitely a little bit different. You do need to be real careful when opening up one of these because they do have very delicate and really delicate today hooks here that are often broken off on these early ones. So of course you see that with Commodore 64s as well, but the Commodore 64s were more solid than these little bitty hooks that they did. So anyway, you'll notice right here that this is a very clean inside. Again, I was very surprised. You'll notice that the heat sinking is very different as well. Not like what you see normally inside of a Vic-20. And if you look at the motherboard in here, the motherboard in here says 1001-006 revision E. And it says copyright 1980. And then it has this label that kind of came off and stuck to the inside of the case. I haven't moved it. That's where it was. Says produced in 381. If you look at the chips in here, this one has a chip that's the 52nd week of 1980. 52nd week of 1980. The two 22s there. The 60. This one here is the 43rd week of 1980, and this one here is the 18th week of 1980. So now this one here may have been replaced because it is the 14th week of 81, but because, but is that possible for the 381? Not quite. So this chip may have been replaced. And so, but all the rest of them are in 1980. The memory chips in here are let's see, they don't actually have, they're 81, third week of 81. So the memory chips in here are the third week of 81. So again, a very early model. This one's the 44th week of 1980. This one's the 36th week of 1980. So a very early board here. And so I was very surprised. I got it fairly cheap. Thought it was junk when I bought it off of eBay, and it had this beauty inside it. Just a really, really, really great, clean piece. So anyway, I really just wanted everybody to see how nice this was. Believe it or not, I plan on selling this back on eBay. If you, I'd be willing to not do it on eBay. I'd really want it to go to a good home. I'm actually going to put out feelers to my friends first, and see if they want to offer me something for it. It's just something that's really that I just don't, as much as I like to collect, I'm more of a modern collector, and this one is almost a museum piece, and it really needs to go to someone that has a really pristine collection, because it's in really great shape. I even hate to ship it. I'd rather hand deliver it to someone. But it made it to me, thank goodness. The person that shipped it did a great job packing it, even though they weren't that good at taking photos and listing stuff on eBay. That's for sure. But anyway, it works completely, and I'll turn this. We'll hook this up and get you a view of that. Hold tight. Okay, guys, I've got this pointed at my 1701, and here is the video. Now, one of the things that you'll notice about an older Vic-20 is they often had different colors on the startup. Some of them are green, some of them are blue. I've heard a lot of different reasons for that, and I'm not going to go into all of those things, but basically this one has a really great picture. It works very well, and you can see the keyboard here works very well. And it works in every way, like you would expect it to work. Anyway, this is a great computer, and really a great find. I've loved it. It's been up on my wall for a little while, but I actually have a second one. This one is the rarer of the two, I've hoarded it too long. Anyway, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed looking at it. I really just wanted to get a video of this before I let it go, just for posterity's sake, and just to document it a little bit. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all like the video if you would, and I appreciate any subscriptions, all the normal stuff that YouTube wants us to do, right? Thanks, guys. Bye.